Welcome to another edition of Horse Tales. Last week I had to take Dandy into the vet. He's a coming 3-year-old. He needed to be cut. Due to a previous leg injury, we waited a while. Now the weather is good, the flies are down, it's not too cold or hot, and it's time for this to happen. Dandy will be a better horse for it. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Moon is making a lot of progress. For 3 months, I've been working with him in the round pen, teaching him clicks, kisses, and whistle noises that will help him understand the gaits that I want out of him. What I'm looking for when I work him in the round pen is, number one, for him to pay attention to me and to know that I'm the manager and he's the employee. At first, he's looking elsewhere, outside the round pen. Then he drops his head, a sure sign that he's paying attention to me. So I tell him, whoa. He turns, faces me, and walks up to me. That's exactly what I want. It's been 3 months that I've been working with him. Consistency and repetition are the best thing to training a horse. Well, I don't consider myself a very good horse trainer. I do my best to make sure that the horse that I'm working with has a lot of time and a lot of experience before I start to use it on a regular basis. At this point, Moon is following me around. He's focused on what I want to do, not what he wants to do. Most of the time, he just gets to be a horse and do what he wants to do. So he's having to use a whole other part of his brain to figure out what I want to do. But Mustangs are very smart. I believe they are super intelligent. Positive reinforcement is the best thing that you can do with your horse. Now it's time to get on Moon bareback. I've been on him once before bareback, and he was real good. This is a lot of trust, and it's hard to believe that 1 year ago, for a year, he was running around completely wild. Moon has made a lot of progress. I trust him and he trusts me. To a point, we're still developing and building our relationship, and it has been a lot of groundwork to get to this point. But I'm proud of him. I think he knows that. It's my hope that Moon will make a great working buddy and will learn to earn his keep around the ranch. If I have to use him for stunt work, film or movies, modeling, today was a real good day for me and Moon. Now it's time to go check horses. After Gleshko the Appaloosa started bucking around, going sideways, and rearing up on me, I held on and did my best not to react. Sometimes by not reacting to a horse in a certain situation, it's the best thing you can do because they calm down immediately. If you react to how they're acting, they pick up on that and may react a different way. Gleshko wasn't too happy about me being on his back because he's been running around for about 3 weeks doing what he wants. But it's time to get focused. I'm not walking out to the pasture to check on horses. That's why we have horses. so we can go from one place to another without walking. This isn't a huge ranch by any means, but it's not small either. Sometimes, just with the gentle use of the voice by saying quit, it can stop a horse from acting up. That's better. Things are going a little bit smoother now. There's the herd. I've got to do a head count on everyone, ride around and make sure that nobody's got any cuts, nobody's limping or lamed up. Today is a warm fall day. The grass is very crunchy. To me, it sounds like Rice Krispies when you press a spoon down on them. I do love the prairie. Well, now it's time to turn Glushka out and let him be a horse again.
Come on, go be a horse.
I've asked a lot of Glushka this past year. He's been in parades. He's walked over footbridges, narrow footbridges that usually only people walk across creeks. He's been around cannon fire within 50 yards, and we even rode up to an Apache helicopter. He's done demonstrations for kids, and he's a pretty good horse. Now it's time to get on Lady and check the herd. Everybody has full bellies and is enjoying themselves basking in the sun. There's one of Lady's offsprings. There's Princess. And there's the rest of the gang. Everybody's accounted for. They all look healthy. I've been on this guy bareback, but he's not even 4 years old yet. He's got a good mind and a good disposition. Horses will greet you just like people will. Well, maybe a little different. Horses would rather smell you than shake your hand. And now, the moment I've been waiting for. There was an old saddle tucked away in the barn, covered with bird poop, and dust, and dirt, almost barely recognizable as a saddle. I took it and reconditioned it. With a lot of scrubbing and a lot of work and a lot of reconditioning, brought it back to life. An old saddle out of Amarillo, Texas. This is a great moment for me. I guess Moon has to learn how to deal with having a saddle on his back. Being a little guy, barely 14'1", he doesn't have very much for withers. Some Mustangs don't, but this saddle seems to fit him just fine, and he's doing very well with it. Sometimes tying up a horse with a saddle on him for half an hour or an hour, and then eventually 2 hours, is very good to build character. Horses, like people, need to learn patience, and Moon is being very good. He's even good at posing. Well, that's it for this edition of Horse Tales from Moon and me. Ride safe, be safe, and do what you can to preserve